Hello, my name is Geogen and welcome back to World of Tanks. Today we're in the Tier 7 IS-2, the Chinese heavy tank. The only heavy tank in the Chinese tree. It is a copy, however, of a Soviet vehicle, the IS, as well as the premium IS-2. So there are 3, I believe, IS variants at Tier 7. Which are essentially the same vehicle. There you can see the original vehicle in front of me with its nice HD model as opposed to the older Chinese model which is still in the standard definition. However, we both have the exact same 122mm gun with the 175 penetration that you're used to with these Soviet guns. However, this fires heat as opposed to APCR. The APCR has 217 penetration, but this has 250. The frontal armor is also different on the vehicle. You can see I have a slope, a continuous slope on the front upper plate, whereas on the Soviet vehicle it is in fact a step. You have one gradual slope which then leads up to a step, which can make the armor less effective, but they are both still 120mm thick. Take a shot in the side there from a fellow IS-2 who just hits our tracks. We're quite lucky that he doesn't aim a little bit higher into the hull and penetrates for 390 average damage, which would have been nice. Just looking for some shots on these Tier 7 heavy tanks. You may be wondering why the matchmaking is so bizarre, but this is kind of a phenomena for the Tier 7 heavy tanks. As you can see, everything on the team, on both teams, with exception to 2 vehicles, is a Tier 7 heavy tank. So 13 vehicles aside are Tier 7 heavy tanks, with 1 E25 on their side and Tier 5 artillery, along with a Skoda T25 medium tank on our team, which is Tier 6, and another Tier 5 artillery. Slightly unfortunate that that guy is in this matchup, but oh well. At least it's not a Tier 8 game. We've not actually managed to do too much damage as after firing a few shots. We've absorbed just shy of 800 hit points, but only conducted 393, which is a slightly above average damage roll. And there you go, ridiculously good accuracy for this gun. Yep, 0.46. As you well know, Chinese/Soviet guns are very accurate, but mainly on the Soviet vehicles. And then we take out our IS-2 Soviet brethren with a shot through his front plate, probably on that flatter part of the armor. Now, the map is not looking great. If you've noticed, the top A line, A1 through 6, is not looking great, as there are a lot of those Tier 7 heavy tanks heading back to the base. Our team have got control of the south. We've got a pincer movement going on from the J and the H lines, but our base is being capped. Also, I just realized the in-game XVM basically is on at the moment, so you can see like Skoda T25 written twice. So unfortunately I'm an idiot and I didn't turn it off, but that doesn't matter. 2 enemies in the cap, using the decent speed and maneuverability of the IS-2, one of the fastest Tier 7 tanks, heavy tanks. It's faster than a T29 and a Tiger 1, and definitely faster than the Oni. 461 into the side of a Tiger, very nice on the move, very standard Soviet/Chinese shot really, but like I said, more often on the Soviets. And a bang on damage roll for that tank, but there's still 2 enemies in the cap. I need to repair my track. Probably should have used a repair kit, but never mind, we can still get that 5 seconds. Perfect side shot. We have to fire and take his head clean off. 551 with the ammo rack there. Quite lucky ammo rack. And now we can worry about helping this T25, who is doing a good job at at keeping this guy preoccupied so I can snipe the side armor. Unfortunately, I aimed just a bit too far to the side. I was aiming for the little cheeks on the front of the hull, but moving into the cap now, we only have to deal with this one enemy. He must be around this corner. There he is. Bounces shot, and that one went into the mountainside behind him, unfortunately. I'm moving in to deal with his side armor. The bigger they are, the harder they fall, as you well know. He can't angle, and that heat round was probably unnecessary, but we switch back to normal AP now. He does manage to penetrate us using his good gun depression, but his armor is very flat and essentially weak at the rear and the side. And he goes down with some great assistance from the T-25 Black Rowan there, pulling above his weight in this matchup. He says close IS-2, GG IS-2 in the chat, and I agree that was pretty close. But I think we handled that very well. He had my back and I did what had to be done in the base. Not many enemies left now, just one in fact. We are capping. I do thank him for the assist. Because, you know, it's nice to be a gentleman to your teammates. And he seems to agree, which is good to see. There is too much scum and villainy in the world. You don't need to see it on online video games, but seems we're going to cap out and not find that IS in time, but we think we know. Well, I know where he is. He's on top of that hill where that tiger is, and there he is on very low hit points. But there we are, end of the match. Quite a fast game, really. 3,185 damage, 3 kills, and we'll take a look at the rest of the post-game stats. So here we are with the rest of the post-game stats for the IS-2. 7 is a magic number indeed in terms of the matchup. But, like I said earlier in the video, that is a phenomena for this tier in World of Tanks. On PC, I'm not sure about the console variant or Blitz, but definitely on PC. Anyway, I like to digress, but we got a Chinese first mark on the barrel for this IS-2. I've played it a very long time ago, but obviously I haven't played it since. And yep, first mark is nothing hugely special, but still nice. First class, demolition expert by destroying the ammo rack on that tiger. Duelist, 5 for effect, 53,000, 54,000, 3,560 experience, and a defender medal. Very nice to see. I don't get too many of them, but when the situation calls for it, you just have to do it. Moving on, we came second on the team in terms of base experience, 1187, but we did the most damage with 3,185. The guy who came on top of experience was that Skoda T25 Black Rowan, so well played to him. He also conducted 2,200 damage of his own, which is very nice to see. A lot of good damage from several players on our team, considering it was a tier 7 maximum game, but regardless, the enemy players, some of them managed to get 1,000, let's go free 1,600 on their side. So anyway, moving on to the detailed report, we managed to get 13 shots off, 12 of those hit and 9 penetration, so 3 of those didn't manage to penetrate, but all well. 175 penetration on this gun, as you know, can be sometimes difficult to penetrate enemy vehicles. 8 hits received, 3 of those penned, 5 non-penetrations. The armor is quite good if you angle it, and the upper plate is quite nicely angled, as I highlighted earlier, leading to 1,000 blocked by our armor. Not a huge amount, but nothing to be ashamed of either. 1 enemy vehicle spotted, 6 damaged, 3 destroyed, and 71 defense points. We only just managed to get the defender medal, but oh well. And we travelled around the map quite a lot. Spent quite a lot on ammunition. This gun is quite expensive, 1,000 per, well, over 1,000 per shot. And we did also fire 1 heat round, which was kind of unnecessary, but there you go. Hopefully you enjoyed the IS-2. Tell me what you think. Obviously, some of you out there will probably prefer the Soviet one, or this one, I'm not actually sure. Tell me your thoughts, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and as always, I've been Geogen, and I'll see you chaps and chapettes in the next one.